Welcome back, everybody. welcome back. A very short break. You are joining us with map number 2, which is Mirage between SETU and UCD, and it's a straight battle onto the B side here. Duffy running out of bullets, but it's a 3 versus 3 here, bringing it down. 3 versus 2, and the trades are just, I can't even keep up with it at this stage. It's all down to zone for SETU with the Tech 9 in hand on the B bomb site here, and Duffy will actually take that frag, so that's 4 kills on the round for UCD, and well, fingers crossed, we won't have a bit of a repeat of our previous game. It was pistol round win followed up by the second round, and then it was 13-2. So fingers crossed here for our lovely UCD players that they can turn things around. That will be round number 1. Jan, how you doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good after coming in from that first round. UCD seemed to have a strong pistol. They did start off that pistol last time from that T side, so we can see that they're able to do it on both sides and that MP9. But Croissant, what a headshot with that Glock! I wasn't expecting that to be able to penetrate that much. And Flip tries to do something on ramp. He does hit Zod down to 47 HP, but he's just not able to convert into that kill. And now, the T's have an MP9. They're able to do something. It is a good eco for them right now, as long as they don't, come across this M4 in the hands of Duffy. After that beautiful pistol round from him, 4 kills is very good to start off the game with.
Yeah, SETU were able to get 1 there, which is quite good. Any frag that you can get is definitely more than ideal. And oh god, KZeeks, you've spotted the player in jungle. You're gonna have to chase after them here, but you've been caught in the back by Dennis with the MP9. So that's 2 MP9s in hand now for the T's. They've somehow made this semi-competitive here.
Yeah, and as I said, Croissant couldn't find that MP9, and I think if he had it in hand earlier, he wouldn't be left with 1 HP right now. But it is a 2 versus 3. They're gonna go up against this M4 in Duffy's hands. They do have to hit the initial headshot to take him out of this round. They're able to spot the gun barrel, but Croissant not able to do much. But Denny gets 2, and now 1v1. He's not able to plant the bomb now. It doesn't have time. He's gonna be able to pick up that M4 and even take out that last player possibly, but just the time of him killing Duffy and then having to plant the bomb, he just doesn't have that last second to get it down. So as we've seen on Nuke already, UCD are able to get these 2 rounds, but let's hope for their sake that it's not a repeat of the last map.
Yeah, and well, that was a lot closer than you would really want it to be if you're UCD there. You had the firepower. I believe it was all Glocks for the T's. And somehow it was brought down to a 1 versus 1, and the bomb did get planted after time, unfortunately, but still, the money is a whole lot better than what it could have been.
Yeah, and if you're going up against a team that can take a full eco without buying a single weapon, a single utility item, and you go in and come out with 1 player standing with very low HP, and the only reason you win that is because of the time ticking down and the bomb not being able to get planted, you're starting to stress.
Yeah, and well, it looks like it could be another stressful round in store here for UCD. It is a 3 versus 3. Make it a 3 versus 2 as Dennis with that MP9 putting in the work. They do have full control of mid here, and well, they've started to split the CTs between the A and B side. Zod is going to reposition into jungle while SETU players run onto the A site, and the bomb has been spotted. That at least gives UCD a bit of an opportunity to come in and try and stop the bomb plant, but they don't realize Moon is in con, and now it's just down to Duffy with an MP9 in CT.
Yeah, and now they know, they have the info that MP9 will be beaten. Denny against Duffy, MP9s. Denny comes out on top with 61 HP left, and that is very strong from SETU. They bring it from, what was it, a 4 versus 3. They're able to just wait them out, wait for that smoke to go down, take out that only rifle that was in that window position, take them out. And it's just looking like, it's going towards the UCD side, and it just goes back and set to, still take that round.
Yeah, huge for SETU there. While they didn't get the previous rounds converted, this one was a lot stronger. And now a smoke exact croissant with the headshot onto Zod. KZX though will reply with a 1D. Croissant able to take down Zahudu. KZX unable to trade out.
KZX as well is taken down, and that Denny with that MP9 as well through the smoke headshot. Once again, we're seeing a repeat from Nuke, where we see 4 players left standing on the SETU side, with a player trying to do an almost impossible round. And Zone will just put them out of their misery with a headshot to bring them onto a 2-2. So SETU, lose the first 2 initial rounds, and they come back, they win 2 back, and now hopefully we see, a retaliation from the side of UCD. But it looks like they're gonna go for the hero MP9 play. So it will just be one MP9 trying to get something, while all the other players go for a USP, and he's gonna flash himself in, and he's not gonna be able to convert anything, and that's the only gun straight away being dropped by the CT side.
Yeah, the only gun. I don't really know what the purpose of that was there. Unfortunately, it's just going to be an easy take onto the B site, and unless they're able to recreate the feats of SETU a few rounds prior, it's going to be an easy round on the board for them.
Yeah, no, usually with the hero MP9 play, you let them go first, and everybody with the USP runs behind you, or a little bit in front of you, so that you're able to kind of bait your teammates that don't have the gun. But he just runs in and walks into 4 separate players that are just holding his position, and he's not able to do anything right there. Now the nades go in, the utility is huge, and Zod won't be able to do much. Flash comes in, smoke comes in, the spraying run from Philip as well, and it will just be SETU to take a 3rd round. They're once again showing their strength of taking that site and not allowing UCD to take any space once they have that bomb planted.
This will be, I would say, a real test now for UCD. I know it's not perfect, but saying that, it is one of the better gun rounds that they have in this half. An AWP in hand, few rifles, few nades, and an MP9. Looks like they're going to try and fight out mid here, and well, unfortunately, there's an AWP and an M4 taken down. Zahudu down to 6 HP, somehow makes it out alive though.
Yeah, Zahudu peaked mid with a FAMAS at the start of the round. Somebody was running through and instantly dinked him down to 17, but it doesn't matter. Zone will just finish him off after Moon with that initial dink. And now, once again, we see 4 players left alive on that SETU side. A little bit of a risky plant, because if this last player is hiding on B, they get taken straight out. But this op, Denny, no scope into Zod, and it looks like we're seeing a little bit of a repeat from Nuke. And for some reason, Denny is picking up the MP9 over the op. I don't know why, but we won't question the choices, I guess.
Strategic plays. Yeah, whenever you're at this high of a level of Counter-Strike, for us mere plebs, it just mightn't, make sense. But,
yeah.
But for the likes of Danny and co, it's a no-brainer. We can see it's a bit more of an A-focused round here. A smoke will go out onto CT. Lamp, flash, about to pop 2 there actually, but Zod, they better run, because that Molotov's going to come in the smoke. Although it might stop one player, Denny's going to run out of the smoke with that MP9, and he's going to do it again. He's feeling confident. Can he get a second or a third? He will get a second. Ponce taken down, but Zone able to trade them out, and well, Croissant should easily clean up. A bit of jigging about there in mid, and it's just 1 player remaining. Zahudu for UCD.
Yeah, no, we see Denny once again just run in, and what he does, jumping from stairs into connector, is unbelievable for me, because he sprays down Dawn, But he doesn't actually kill him. He leaves him at 1 HP, and he kills his teammate behind him. So I don't
Well,
know how
again, look,
that
as we
happened.
said, Jan, that's just the level of gameplay that
Yeah, no,
we're
I
witnessing is
see.
just it's above and beyond.
Yeah,
Dennis, he's on 12. He's 12-2, and he's picked out the auto sniper. That's BM. That's BM. I'm calling
no,
it
no,
there.
no,
That's
no.
BM.
This can't be happening. Please, I know you've beaten them, but you can't do this to them. Once the auto sniper comes out, there's no respect on either team anymore. You
Yeah,
know?
there's no once you bring that out, there's no going back. I don't
Yeah.
even think I have the auto sniper like bound in my loadouts in CS.
No,
So
no. I
I
never
think it's safe to say
minded.
Dennis is a top tier troll.
Yep.
Safe to say. Safe to
Yeah,
say.
no, 100%. And we'll see Croissant now trying to pick out this player, and he's able to. He's just 9 HP, but he's still, the solo lurk comes in. He does get taken out. That Molly will go down, push Kha'Zix out of his position, and, it looks like Setu are playing it a little bit slower. It is still 4 versus 2, and Philip will be going up against Zod in jungle right now. And Zod, they know where he is. They know where both players are now. They have that info. He's going to take out the
Oh,
first one, get stinked, but the FAMAS is not able to do that much damage to him.
in fairness, I didn't think Zod would be able to get that dink off, so
Yeah,
it does give Kha'Zix a bit of something to work with. But with an auto sniper in hand and with that player Dennis playing the way they have been, well, it's not looking too good. Kha'Zix might just opt to save here. They are lurking in and about the connector area, perhaps trying to go for a bit of a better rifle, as they just have a FAMAS to their name. Will try to jump into jungle and surely they get something here. Although, yes, that will be
yeah,
zone
and
taken by.
Stone just instant headshot. They're not even able to, you shoot a single bullet. KZ's taken straight out. And it's a 6th round on the board, and I didn't want to say this, but we are seeing a very similar, 9th round as we did on Nuke. We see the side of Setu having around, an average of about 10k in the bank for each player, with UCD having to do this eco, and the nades come in as well. KZ's down to 47 HP. That auto sniper just through the smoke takes him out, and now the push will come in with that deagle, hopefully being able to take him out, and Zod will pick up that auto sniper. Now this is getting dangerous for Setu. But he's just spraying into nothing, and once again 4 versus 2, and everybody from A is taken out. But there's that flank coming in from Dawn.
Well, it'll have to be something of I don't even know, just sheer brilliance, sheer magic. Maybe a little Cadian 1 versus 4 in Mirage. One frag will go the way of Dawn, and that should allow them to pick up an AK. But they're sticking with the MP9, and well, that is what happens.
Yeah, no.
7-2.
Yeah, it's not Denny. It isn't Denny with that MP9 in hand. So I think it just doesn't go their way, because we've seen what Denny can do. He just runs in solo into side and then kills 3 players. So Denny seems to be not going for the usual rifles. He seems to be going for both ends of the spectrum, either a sniper or an SMG. We see a P90 in his hands now. So I would say unconventional play, but it works. It really does work for Setu.
And you know what else works for Setu? Sheer frags, because Croissant running up on the short, getting that frag, and the damage done on the KZX is enough for Zone to finish them off. That will call the CTs towards B site, and unfortunately Croissant
headshot.
just firing on all cylinders here. It's absolutely insane. Let's take a little quick look at that scoreboard. We can see Dennis still 13-3, but Croissant bringing it up to 12-4. Zahutu now trying to go for the retake. Dennis with the P90 long range beats an M4. Are you kidding me? What is happening?
From the van in apps, he just kills the player on short with a P90, and the player is full HP. What is going on? I feel like Denny is able to control the recoil of an SMG better than an M4 or an AK.
It's absolutely insane. I have zero words. Zero words. It looks like we're going to go for a bit of a scouting battle here on the A site and in connector. But again, we know what happened last round. KZeek's tagged down again in zone, able to get that frag. Dennis with the P90. Zahudu won't even check it, and they'll fall as well. Running onto the A site, it's Zod left to stop them, and well, they will surely perish too. The wallbang's coming in, and Dennis will finish them off.
Yeah, and once again, 5 versus 2. It seems like whatever SETU are doing, they're doing it right because they keep repeating these rounds of not being in a clutch situation or in a dangerous situation. And Don able to take out one, but he has an AK in hand now. Will he able to be able to convert it? But no, Denny. Denny doesn't seem to like these AKs. He doesn't seem to like these rifles. He used the Deagle just there with max credits, 16,000 in his bank, and we only see him pick up that AK now.
That's mad.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't even know what to say anymore. It's a direct repeat of what's happened in the previous round, unless the tide can turn, or unless, some serious switch up in plays go the way of UCD. It is going to look like another round on the board for SETU. I say that, however, look at this flank. Look at this flank. They're completely unaware of it, and Zahudu's able to get one. Perhaps pulls the trigger a little bit too late. They could have got a multi-frag. However, Croissant with the flick shot onto Zahudu.
Yeah, and Zahutu did have to make that play right there. He did have to go either forward or back because Philip was there with an op trying to take, having that back position, knowing that he's in mid, he had to do something. But now, once again, 3 versus 1. And KZeeks isn't aware that there's still a player in that jungle position, in that market position. So he's just going to get taken out by Denny. And, we said Denny doesn't pick up AKs, but when he does, clearly it works because he just, hit an insane headshot from that position where you could barely see a head.
They've got the pedigree there, right? They know what they're at. They're able to apply it to an SMG, I don't know, a Deagle, whatever you want. That's just the way it is, right? It's whenever you're at that level, you can just start to play about with a few of the different guns, and while your opponents, if anything, it'll tilt them even more, right?
Yeah, 100%. I would be tilted if I got killed with a P90 when I have an AK hand or an M4, And now it is a B rush, but the nade Croissant, Denny helping him out a little bit. That nade able to finish him off, and now it will be looking like a retake. 3 versus 3. Dooley's in the hands of Philip, and now the headshot missed by Moon, so he's taken out. Zod with a USP in hand, just taking him straight out, and now Philip 30 bullets in the in the 2 dualies, but it doesn't matter. KZeeks will be there, and at least they're not going to end it 13-2. They're bringing back the rounds now. If you correctly execute the T side, you will be able to bring back these 7 more rounds, 7 of these rounds. If SETU could have done it, UCD can do it as well.
Well, yeah, the optimist in me would agree, Jan, but unfortunately the realist in me is seeing a bit of an alternate reality here. However,
but, as you
I say that as KZeeks is able to get 2, this should be another round on the board, and perhaps all of a sudden then it'll be a way of working back in here for UCD.
Yeah, and they push onto the speed side. They take out all these players, but Croissant with 1, he's going to be able to pick up that gun, hopefully. Zone is attempting something here, but Croissant, it doesn't matter. He gets double naded, and Don is still in this, I was going to say Don is still in the smoke, but I was looking at the wrong side. So, UCD are able to take out the fourth round. It was a full eco for the side of SETU. So Croissant being able to take out 1 is good for them, at least a little bit more money in the bank. And now they're going to be able to, to buy up those 3 M4s mass. And it looks like Denny, once again, will be saving up for that op.
Yeah, that's a a decent enough buy from the CTs, although, well, yeah, as you say, Dan, with the USP. However, as we've said before, I wouldn't be surprised if they got a few frags here as well.
Yeah,
AWP in
and
the
short
hand
is
for the
being
D's though.
pushed,
Oh, and
and
that's a
zone
frag for
is there. Yeah. Takes that one and it pushes those T's back. They miss the molly as well. It bounces off the top of connector and zone with a second one. Bomb is, they did see the bomb. They know it's in mid. That flash goes down. They know there's another player there. Now they know there's going to be a player in B. Then he hears it. He'll give them the info. And the bomb is down now. They have to run through B, but they don't expect any here. And Croissant taking out that op in KZ's hands. That is dropped. And now it's just Dawn with that Mac 10. He has to do something against these these M4s, this FAMAS. But he's fully smoked off. And there's a player behind him already, but he's able to take him out as well.
Again, dominance from SETU. Once they get the rifles in their hand, it has been easy peasy. Zone able to take down Don's Hay there as well.
Yeah,
11
what
to
a
4.
shot from
Perhaps
Zone.
a return to status quo, would you say? Jan, do you see anything changing now that there's been a round on the board? We can see Dennis does get that AWP out as well.
Yeah.
At least it will be somewhat of a buy for the T's. Perhaps, they all seem to be looking towards the A side. It could be a bit of an A exec with a mid lurk or something like that. Well, let's see if my predictions hold true.
Yeah, and see, now what I can say is they're going for ramp. And this time it is true. It's not on nuke, but it is on ramp.
Yeah, at least it's some sort of ramp. And
Yeah,
yeah, we've got
exactly.
that mid lurker as well. So this could be a bit of a rehearsed strat here. Zahutu just has to wait for the time to strike. And well, it could have been a little bit early because that might just call something for the CTs. It actually will draw their attention towards A and mid, and Zahutu's just going to fall back, still waiting. No real pushes coming out from the CTs. Perhaps if the CTs as confident as they should feel in this round, they might go for like a B apps play, maybe some mid aggression, but instead they're just going to hold strong. The smoke's now coming out onto the A site, and Zone will be acutely aware of this. The flash goes through. They don't see KZX on the site, but they do take the frag. Don't get a
Zone gets
second,
one,
but Philip helps out there with 2 of their own, and Dennis and Zone. A clean sweep of the A side. They didn't move a muscle.
Yeah, no, this team play, is very good from the side of Setu. Zone is there. He runs out of bullets. He has to switch to the ASP. There's a player pushing him from his left while he stands in the firebox position, and his teammate is there to just clear it out for him. Zone doesn't need to panic. He knows his teammate is there. He has time to pull out the USP, time to kill the next player. And as I say that, Denny straight away, KZ is going to be out of this round. And the push comes in. Philip is feeling very confident, and that puts Setu at a 2-man advantage right now. That nade as well, huge damage onto Duffy. 55 HP left on him, and it's not looking very bright for the side of UCD.
Dennis, it's a shooting range here really for them. Will another player dare to face him? Duffy in underpass with the Mac 10 will be taken out by Moon, and it's just Zod for potentially the final kill of this game. As a reminder, the first game was Nuke. It was a score of 13-2, and it's Zod, he's getting one, but that'll be all. It's 13-4 on map number 2, a victory for Setu in both of these games, and that will be a well-deserved victory for them, I believe, taking them to top of their group. Jan, thoughts?
UCD improving from the map of Nuke against Setu. They got double their rounds, which is an improvement. If you look at it, it is 200% of what you got beforehand, but it is still 4 rounds, sadly, and then UCD aren't able to counteract Setu as you should. You have to adapt when you play Counter-Strike. You do have to adapt to what they do. You have to try and take control of the positions that the enemies take, and try to take the control of where they're lacking in that defense or that attack. So I think SETU utilize it very well. We see them, not doing the same strat, but we see them do something that just completely counters UCD, and the UCD are not able to, respond to that.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, Jan, some of the plays that we've seen, perhaps, a little bit more pug-like. However, that just, I guess, relates to the character of the SETU players. They've got the qualities and the skills there to bring it out, and we're able to see it there, just simply overpowering some of the UCD players. That's not to say UCD, it was all negative. There were a few rounds where you could see things were starting to come together a little bit, and, I think there is a bit of positivity that they can take out of this. SETU probably, coming as a former champion in the spring season, they've got a lot of pedigree there as well. They're facing a tough opponent, probably one of the tougher opponents that they'll see in their group. Now that they've got this, perhaps their focus for the next game is just, right, let's review what we've seen so far. How can we build on this? How can we develop? And perhaps there's something there for the future where they can realize, like, right, okay, oh, this is where we went wrong. Okay, they're rushing us down with a P90. Not ideal, but you can put things in place to stop that, or at least slow this process down. I know it's tough, and I've been and will be in many's a situation where that will be the case for years to come. It's tough to get out of those situations whenever you're in them, but I wouldn't want to dishearten UCD. Keep
100%.
trying. You've got your smokes learned. There's things there. It's all building blocks. Just keep grinding it out. Keep DMing, and next week could be different.
Yeah, 100%. And kind of looking at the SETU team, even though it's a very new roster, because the only really two players that played beforehand together would be Croissant and Zone. But besides that, you have 3 new players. It is only the second week, so looking how well they play together as a team is kind of great to see, and it's a good way to kind of look at how the teams evolve, and even though it might be a very new team, the chemistry just might be there, and it might grow very quickly. And it's not to discourage any of the other teams, because it's not like the chemistry can't be built up. You just have to play together, and I think UCD have played very well. I will say that, because they have had their moments, and it just comes out to really timing sometimes. They turn around, you just get insta headshot, or they get double peaked, and there's not much you can do there. So I think very well played by both teams. And yeah, good luck for the next week as well, and there's going to be more weeks to come.
Many more weeks to come. Unfortunately, it mightn't be with myself in the casting panel, so I'll take my one and done. Thank you very much for having me, Jan, and thanks to Connor for producing, and thanks to our sponsors, KOKA, Rira, hosted at Dogpatch Labs for our finals, GG Machines for the computers, Play8 is our mental health partner, powered by natives. And as well as that, if you've got any interest in some careers, then Stack is the place to be. I think we will call it there. Most importantly, of course, thank you to the people who tuned in. It's been a real pleasure to cast for you this evening. We will be back tomorrow for League of Legends. Took me a second to think about what that was. We'll be back for League of Legends tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Friday. Yep.
F1 on Friday, and we'll have FIFA scattered throughout the week. So I think we'll call it there. Thank you very much, everybody, and we'll chat to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.